can see. I cock my arm back as soon as I see him settle. Safety's getting held in the middle of the field. Fire that out and away, no one within 10 yards for an easy cover 3 dot.
Thing that you say about me, my dogs like to play Madden and 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South.
What is going on YouTube? King Reg, and we are back. Today we are continuing my tight offset tight end scheme out of the New Orleans Saints playbook. Now today we'll be going over 2 different plays, guys. The first play is going to be Saint slot wheel. This is my go-to cover 3 beater in this scheme. And then the second setup will be out of the play mesh spot. This is a really good play to attack zone coverage deep down the field and get behind deep zone drops. Now, before we get to that, guys, if you are new to the channel, I try to do things a little bit different. I'm going to do really in-depth, full scheme, full play breakdown. I'm going to have real gameplay footage. I'm going to bring you down on the field. I'm going to show you these plays are actually going to work when there's users on the field and weekend league and head-to-head. You guys are going to see all these setups are actually going to work for you and really help you take your game to the next level. Now, if that sounds like something you would be into, leave a like on this video and sub to the channel. Now, I'm going to leave 3 links in the description, guys. The first link will be the playlist for this whole scheme. You should definitely go check it out after this video if you guys are new, guys, especially the first video in this scheme, the intro to this scheme. We go over the personnel we use for this scheme. We go over the audibles we use, and we go over the ability points, and we go over the run game. So that's a really important video, guys. And all the other videos just kind of build on each other. And then at the end, we're going to have a whole offense for you guys. The second link in the description, guys, will be to my single back wing stack offense. Now that offense is actually to the Pittsburgh Steelers playbook. We do have that same formation in the Saints playbook, and we have some very similar setups we can run out of it, so you can kind of use those 2 offenses in unison. Then I'll also leave a link to my Twitter and my TikTok, guys. Go follow me on those. I definitely want to start posting more on that and kind of grow my following over there. All right, let's get into why I love these 2 setups. Now, like I said, guys, the first setup is going to be out of this play here, Saint slot wheel, and then the second setup will be mesh spot. Now, the really nice thing with these 2 setups and why I'm kind of bunching them together is we're going to have the exact same motion on both plays. This is going to be really nice, guys, because it's really going to help us disguise what play we are calling, really not going to give our opponent any tells. And then there's also a very similar motion to the inside zone run that we went over earlier, and an upcoming passing play that we still are going to release. So that's going to kind of give us a little 4-play mini scheme, all with the same motion. The other thing, guys, these are 2 of my best plays to really attack down the field vertically. We're really going to put pressure on the defense deep, and then if they take that away, we have really good check down options into the flats, and then some nice options over the middle of the field as well if the user vacates. And then as far as Saint slot wheel, guys, this is really one of the best cover 3 beaters I have found, and like I said, this is my go-to cover 3 beater. If people are just going to sit back and cover 3 and they're not going to deep half their corner, we are going to absolutely just bomb them over the top with this setup. Then as far as mesh spot, this is going to do a great job of getting behind almost every single zone coverage in the game. They are going to have their zone drops set at like 30 yards to take this play away. And then if they leave the middle of the field, guys, we have a really nice option over the middle of the field that can really make them pay. All right, now let's get into the breakdown for Saint slot wheel. All right, guys, so I try to make this screen for every single passing play I put out. The idea with this screen, guys, you can come back and reference this screen at any point that you need. You're going to have all your adjustments, your reads right there at your fingertips. So Saint slot wheel, the adjustments for both these plays, guys, we want running back to the short side of the field. Then we want to take the outside receiver on the wide side of the field, and we want to put him on a fade. We want to make sure this play is on a hash mark as well, guys. And then we want to put the backside inside receiver on a post. If we don't have Hot Route Master, I go over that in my intro video. I do use Hot Route Master for this scheme, but if you don't have Hot Route Master, just throw this player on a slant route, and then we can block our running back. Now, this is optional if, you know, I do like this kind of delayed out route from the running back, but if we're trying to bomb them over the top of the cover 3 beater, I do like to block my running back just to make sure we have time in the pocket. And then, guys, put the inside receiver on the wide side of the field on a streak and just motion him over, and once he stops, then we snap the ball. Now, our reads versus zone, guys, versus cover 3. So this is a cover 3 beater, so we're trying to call this against cover 3. If they're running cover 3 a lot, then we're going to go to this play. Now, look at the deep third defender on the wide side of the field. If he lets the fade run by him and settles at like 30 yards, we want to just, as soon as we see him settle, guys, we want to pass lead this out and away, bomb him for a 1-play score. I'll show you guys on the field. Now, if the corner turns and runs with the fade, or they surprise you and they call cover 2 or cover 3, look to the post route over the middle of the field. Now, we can throw this early, guys. If there's a hole in the middle of the field, if the user vacates, we can throw the post early, or we can actually wait for it along the sideline. And if they have a hard flat out there and they're not double flatting, we can throw it in along the sideline. And then our last read, guys, we want to just check it down to the drag if both those are taken away. And then versus man coverage, guys, this is not a man coverage beating play. This is designed to beat cover 3. But if they surprise us with man coverage, we will look to that post route over the middle of the field. We do have an ability on this player and he will get very good separation, or we can look to the drag underneath. All right, guys, let's look at the gameplay. All right, guys, so we're always going to be motioning this player over the inside receiver on the wide side. We're going to make sure we're on the hash. So getting all our adjustments in, we want to motion him over. And this is what our play art is going to look like. Like I said, it is optional if we want to block our running back, guys, or leave him on this little delayed out route. That can be a nice check down option for us. So on this play, we leave him on the delayed out route. But really, guys, the star of the show, this is where our eyes are going. So we're going to find the flat defender. Or sorry, we're going to find the deep blue defender. That is going to be this player here. So we're just going to have eyes on him, guys. And as soon as we see him start to throttle down like that, then we know our fade is going to be wide open. The 3 receivers on this side of the field, guys, are really going to do a great job of holding that safety to the opposite hash or in the middle of the field. So as soon as we see him settle and then he starts to shoot outside, guys, we're going to pass lead that out and away, fire that in for an easy walk in, 70-yard touchdown against cover 3. Okay, same thing, guys. Motion over, all adjustments in. This time we're blocking our running back. Snap the ball. So right here, guys, we want to find the deep blue defender. So this is kind of a double flat defense. Here's the deep blue defender, guys, right here. As soon as we see him start to drift out and settle, that's when we want to cock the ball. You can see me light up. So as soon as I see that, guys, you got to be quick with it. Start to fire. We see the deep blue safety, guys, stuck on the opposite hash mark. So now we can just fire this out and away. No one within 7-8 yards, and that's an easy 50-yard dot against cover 3. Okay, one more time, guys. Same adjustments. Block our running back. Find the deep blue defender. That is going to be this player here. And as soon as we see him settle, guys, same thing. You can see I cock my arm back. As soon as I see him settle, safety's getting held in the middle of the field. Fire that out and away. No one within 10 yards for an easy cover 3 dot. Okay, same thing, guys. Now motion over. Now on this play, guys, if we ever see the blitz, we see we see the user rushing on this play, guys. We want to get the ball out of our hands quick. So if we see a user rush, anything like that, this is where we can really attack the middle of the field with this quick hitting post route, guys. I really like to low ball that in there, fire it in, and that's just an easy dot. If we need a hot read over the middle of the field, we have that post route. And then on this one, guys, snap the ball. I want to look at the deep blue defender on this play. So this is going to be the deep blue defender here. It's still going to be cover 3, there's deep blue, deep blue, deep blue. Now look at this cover 3. So this is what happens if they deep half this player, guys. So what they're going to do is they're actually going to adjust this player, take him out of a deep third, put him in a deep half, and now he's going to turn and run with this fade. That is fine. Now our eyes just got to go to our next read. So now we're looking at the post. Say they have some yellow defenders in the middle of the field. The user's playing on this place. Now we're just going to wait, guys. They have a hard flat on the field. I don't know why both players are going to the hard flats, but now we can actually wait a little bit longer. If they don't have, a purple zone on the field, we can actually throw this post late. So we can throw it early or we can throw this post late. All right, guys. And then on this play, I'd been playing this guy. I'd been calling a lot of cover 3. So I'm like, okay, we're going to try to hit him with a cover 3 bomb. So we think he's in cover 3. We snap the ball, and right here, right off the snap, we see press man coverage. So as soon as we see that, guys, we're thinking go to the post route or go to the drag. So here's our post route in the middle of the field. We have short in elite on this player. We see his ability light up right here, guys. He's going to get really nice separation. We also see the drag is getting really nice separation. So basically, we're just going to read the user. The user on this play goes with the drag. So now we're going to throw the post in the middle of the field, low ball that in there for a 15-yard gain. All right, guys, now mesh spot. The adjustment, same thing, guys. We want the running back to the short side of the field. We want to run this on a hash just like the other setup. Then we want to put the outside receiver on the wide side of the field. We want to put him on a streak. Then we want to take the backside hook, guys, and we want to smart route him. This is going to make him go to about 15 yards and get in a really nice soft spot against zone coverage. Then, guys, on this play, we want to block our running back. This play does take a long time to develop down the field, so we want to make sure we have a 6-man protection. If they're blitzing a ton, I wouldn't call this play. This is a really good play if they're dropping a ton of guys into coverage and we want to really attack vertically. Then motion over that same player, the inside receiver on the wide side of the field. All you want to do, don't adjust him at all, just motion him across the field. Once again, we will not need hot route master for this play, so you can run it without abilities. Then our reads, guys, versus zone. Watch the flat defender on the wide side of the field. If the zone drops aren't set at 30 yards and the user stays in the middle of the field, throw the post along the sideline, guys. You'll see this basically, unless you notice their zone drops, the guy is just, just shooting way back. This route does a great job. If it's at 25 yards, we'll fit this in. 20 yards, it's easy. Anything under that is just stealing. And then if the user leaves the middle of the field and runs with the post, so let's say, the zone drops are at 15 yards, but the user leaves the middle field, starts running with the post, which will happen. We have this really nice hook route over the middle of the field. And then our third read, check it down to the drag underneath. Really nice, just 1, 2, 3 read, guys. You can work through that very quickly. Then versus man, once again, this is a zone beating play, but if they surprise us with man coverage, look to the curl route, then look to the drag. I really like the curl route, throw on break, low ball it over the middle of the field, and then our last read can be that post route, but I would definitely try to hit the curl or the drag. All right, let's get into the gameplay. All right, adjustments in, motioning this player over, snap the ball. So right away, guys, we're looking for the user and we're gonna be looking at the zone drop. So zone drops on this side of the field. He's stopping at about 15 yards, right? So as soon as I see him stop at 15 yards, I know if I have time in the pocket and the user doesn't run with him, the post is going to get wide open. So now our eyes are on the user, guys. We see him starting to go with the post route, but then he sees this smart routed hook in the middle of the field, and that is just going to make the user shoot there. So right here, guys, the user's like, oh crap, that post or the curl's open in the middle of the field. Now look at the hole with this deep post route, guys. Absolutely wide open. Fire that in along the sideline. We are able to keep our feet in bounds for like a 40-yard gain to get us inside the red zone. Okay, same thing, guys. Snap the ball. Look at the user on this play and look at the flat defender. So once again, this is actually a double flat. So we have a hard flat. We have a cover 3. This is about 15 yards. So now we are thinking, okay, their deepest flat defender's at 15 yards. This post is going to be open. Now we just got to find the user. Once again, the user starts to run with the post. Then he sees the backside curl route in the middle of the field. He goes to that. And now I kind of felt the pressure here. I was starting to drift. Look at how long this throw is, guys, but it is so open. We are able to still squeeze that in for like a 40-yard gain, even though we drift away from the play. That is how well this play works. Okay, one more time, guys, same thing. Snap the ball, find the flat defender. He's shooting way down to the drag on this play. So once again, we are thinking post route. User starts to run with the post, then he sees the hook in the middle of the field. I think we can see a little bit of a pattern here, guys. And then we just have this post just getting way down the field vertically. Fire that in, toe tap along the sideline, huge gain down the field. Okay, guys, same thing, adjustments in, motion over. Now on this play, we see we're gonna look to the same thing. Cover 2, we're gonna find the flat defender. He's dropping, he's settling at about 20 yards, but now we see the user here and he's really committing to the post route. So when I see that, guys, he's not shooting back towards the curl route. Now we can just fire this in. We want to make sure we keep it away from this defender. So sometimes I'll kind of drift away from the curl. That's just going to give us a nice passing lane. Low ball that in, fire it in, and that's like a 20-yard gain. Okay, one more time. Same thing. Find the flat defender. He's getting way shallow, so we're thinking post route. But then I see the user really playing on this side. I really could have thrown the post route over the middle of the field, but we see our curl route is just absolutely wide open, guys. So same thing, we're just gonna low ball that in there, and that's a really easy 20-yard pickup. All right, guys, that is it. 2 more setups for tight, offset, tight end. 2 of my favorite setups, like I said, to just really attack our opponent vertically down the field. Thank you guys so much for the support on the channel lately, guys. It has been absolutely awesome. Thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream last night. I'm gonna be streaming every Saturday night, guys, so come check it out. I think it's pretty fun. A lot of interaction. You guys can ask me any question you want about my offense, you know, just get to know me a little better. Like I said, guys, a few links in the description. Go check them out. The playlist for this whole scheme, definitely go watch that playlist, guys. Single back wing stack, another offensive option in the Saints playbook, and then also my Twitter and my TikTok. Go follow me on there. That is gun tight, offset, tight, and New Orleans Saints playbook. That was Saints slot wheel. That was mesh spot. I am King Reggie, and I am out.